Hello cherubs, I hope you're having a great day today. We're going to read a story together and then I've got some activities to do. So it is a lesson and a story at the same time. The activities are really for year 2 to year 6. So it's really important that the big kids listen to stories as well. And just because they're seeing a picture book doesn't mean it's for babies or for little kids, because I know lots of us automatically think that when we see a picture book. But picture books are so great to keep reading because they're interesting. They're beautifully illustrated if you select the right ones. And they give us a real, we have a lot of emotions when we read them because the pictures are also persuading us to think or feel a different way by reading the story. Now, this story is absolutely beautiful and it is just a really, really, really wonderful story with a great message behind it. So have a listen and then I'm going to give you your activities, particularly for the years 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 kids. All right, let's have a little look. I'm just gonna pop my phone down. Okay, this story is called Last Tree in the City. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that beautiful tree. So gorgeous. Now, the author of this story is Peter Carnavas, and I believe he drew the pictures as well. He did. What a clever gentleman Peter is. He's written the story and he's drawn the picture, so he is the author and the illustrator. What a legend. That is a job that I would very much love to have. Okay, let's get started. Now really focus on the pictures as well as the words while we're reading. So it's called Last Tree in the City. Now before I begin, I'm also going to just show you this page here. It's a little dedication. It says for Thomas, Joanne and Michael from PC, the author and the illustrator. And that's really beautiful because obviously Thomas, Joanne and Michael are quite special to Peter. So he has ensured that they know that they are loved by dedicating this book to them. Really beautiful. All right, let's keep going. The Last Tree in the City. Edward lived in the city. Now look carefully at those pictures. Look at the colour of the pictures. It was a place of concrete and cars, a world without colour. Oh, I already feel a little bit sad. But Edward knew a part of the city that wasn't like the city at all. There's a little bit of colour entering. At the end of his street, surrounded by old buildings, stood the last tree in the city. And there's that beautiful tree from the front cover. Oh. Edward would forget the concrete and the cars. He would forget the city altogether. For a small moment every day, Edward knew nothing but the tree. Oh, it makes you feel so happy, doesn't it? Beautiful. He just feels free. Then the day arrived. Where's Edward? When the tree was gone. Oh my goodness, that's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. Without the tree, Edward's days were empty. He had nowhere to go. But one day, he started pedaling anyway. At the end of his street, surrounded by old buildings, something warmed his heart. A piece of the tree lay before him. There was colour in its leaves. Edward tried to think of a place in the city to plant his tree. By the next morning, he knew exactly just what to do. I think Edward is tremendous. Beautiful. He's planting that tree. Edward knew a part of the city that wasn't like the city at all, and he carried it everywhere. Good on Edward, keeping that tree safe and growing. Then something wonderful happened. Oh my goodness. Oh, look. Wow. That looks amazing. We all know how much I love plants. And there he is, just chilling out. Amazing. A book about beautiful trees and keeping everything safe and alive and really taking care of the environment and where we live, having fresh air to breathe. Oh, I just love this story. It's so heartwarming. So, the activities that I have for you to do, particularly the big kids, I have 3 task cards for you. And they're using different skills. So the first one is about feelings. And it says, explain how the story made you feel and why. Did your feelings change throughout the story? Interesting. So have a go of writing it down. So just pop the heading feelings on and then tell me. Explain how the story made you feel and why. It's always good to have a reason why. And did your feelings change throughout the story? Okay, that's the first task. The second 2 you can choose from, so you can make a choice between which task you do. The first one is an interpersonal task and it's called Future Features. And in Future Features, what you have to do is discuss how the story would have changed if it was set 20 years in the future. So if this story was set in 2040, which, things could end up like this. We may not have many trees left if there aren't beautiful people like Edward looking after them. So I want you to write down what would change in the story or perhaps in the illustrations if this book was set in 2040. Okay? And the other one you can choose from, so you can either do the Future Features or you can do a visual spatial task about a storyboard. Okay? So it says create a storyboard of the main events. So what a storyboard is, there's a little picture here. There's little boxes with little bits of writing explaining what you're going to put in each box. So you're going to pick out the main sections of the story. So the main sections in the beginning, the main sections in the middle, the complication, and the main sections at the end, the resolution, because it is a narrative. And then you're going to draw the pictures and write what you've drawn because they are the main things that happened in the story. You should have minimum 8, all right? But if you can do more, that's great, but minimum 8 little pictures telling the story without writing out the whole story and drawing every single picture. So you may need to rewind and go back and pause when you get to a section that you think is really, really important to tell someone if they didn't have this book in front of them. All right, so just a quick recap. You can go back and listen to the story again. I want everyone to do the feelings task, writing it down, how they feel and why, and did your feelings change throughout the story? And then you can choose whether you're going to do the Future Features task, write down how the story would change if it was set in 2040, or you might do the storyboard task. And to do that, I would just get a piece of paper, fold it up in half, then in half again, and then in half again. So you've got 8 boxes that you can draw and write in, okay? Good luck. I hope everyone has a really good time doing this. This book is so beautiful and has just, so many feelings. Oh, I love it. I love books. And I love plants, even better. Books and plants mixed together. Great. All right. Have a wonderful day. Be brave, be kind, as always. And the Easter break is coming up. I will keep posting videos, but if you don't get to watch before Easter, have a fabulous Easter and I'll see you all soon. Bye.